Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am UndeadSick83, and this is another stream of Celebrate Physical Media. It's that time of the month where I show and discuss my latest pickups and my physical media haul with you guys. So, enjoy, and I hope this is going to be a fun stream where we have a lot to talk about because I have a lot of stuff that I have to show you. It's been a good 2 months for physical media from my end anyway. I got a lot of stuff, so let's just jump right in. First of all, cheers to everyone. Of course, it's the weekend, so we're having some beer. And let's get started right away. So you all know how this is going to go. First, we're going to go through the regular Blu-rays. And after that, I'm going to discuss the limited editions, all of that goodness. Excuse me. So, regular Blu-rays. I have a couple of them, actually. Like 8 or something, so pretty good haul, I would say. The first one I got is from Arrow Video, which is some Japanese horror stuff. You know, I love my J-horror, of course, as you will see later on as well. I've never seen this film before. Believe it or not, I had never seen this film before. And I watched it today, and it's very good, actually. I actually quite enjoyed it. I picked up Tomie. That's some really cool artwork, by the way. That's really cool artwork. Tomie. Again, I'd never seen this film before. By the way, of course, this is the slipcover, of course. This is the original artwork, of course. So, what can I say about this? I had a really good time watching this one. So, of course, you have the disc right here, and there is the reversible artwork, which is also on the slipcase right here, of course. So, let's dive into it. This movie is from, let me just see. This movie is from 1999. I was 16 then. 16. I'm from 1983, so I was 16, and I've never seen this film before. It's really bizarre, but and this is directed by Arturo Oikawa. Which I have no idea who that is. It's a new J-horror director for me, anyway. And it stars Mami Nakamura and Yoriko Dochuchi. I probably butchered that. And Tomoro Taguchi. Which are all, by the way, really good actors. The acting in this film is really good, actually. It's really, really great. So it says here, Tomie is a creepy supernatural chiller, directed by Arturo Oikawa. It's creepy for sure. It is creepy for sure, but I wouldn't say this is scary, though. It's not as scary as like The Grudge or Dark Water or The Ring even. It's nowhere near as scary as that, but it's pretty tense and creepy. It has some creepy moments. So I would say this is worth checking out for sure. Now, there are some special features. This movie is 95 minutes long, by the way. There are some special features here. a audio commentary by a critic and Japanese cinema expert Amber T. It's a girl's world, an interview with the director. Scream Queen, a interview with the main actress Mami Nakamura. There is also an interview with the producer of the film. There are some making of documentaries on here. So yeah, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Of course, this is the back, as usual. And of course, there is also a little booklet here. There is no poster though. That's kind of a bummer, but you know, you can't have everything. But there is a little booklet, which is pretty cool. So let's see, can I show anything? I always have to watch for nudity, of course, but I can show this, the cast and the crew. Are there some photos in here that I can show? I probably can, but it's, of course, there is lots of text. And there are some pictures as well. So yeah, Tommy, I had a really good time with this one. I thought it was a very enjoyable J-horror movie. Not the scariest thing in the world, but I would say it's good. And it has a good story as well. So that's always a win. So, Tommy, that's the first one. All right, moving on to 88 Films. My beloved 88 Films. And in the regular releases, I only have one Blu-ray. Now, I have to be careful because this contains nudity. So I have to be careful with what I show. I haven't seen this film before. This is new to me, but I love Asian cinema. So I just figured, you know, I'm just going to blind buy this. And I'm probably going to like it or love it. So I picked up, let me just do this carefully. I picked up Facets of Love, which is, and I'll just show you the back of the slipcase very quickly because there is some nudity on there and I don't want to get demonetized. So yeah, this looks like a really sleazy but fun movie, actually. Apparently this is a mix between a costume drama and a sort of like erotic drama as well, which I would be all for. I'm all for that, really. But this movie is from, let me see, is there a number on here? It's from 1973 and it's 100 minutes long. It's written and directed by Lee Hang Sung. There aren't any like major actors in here that I know. It does say that it has a sort of cameo appearance from Jackie Chan, however, so that's interesting. That's interesting. So yeah, this is can I show this? Yeah, I can show this. So this is the original key art, of course. This is the original poster right here. Again, I show you the back very quickly because there is nudity on there. Hence the 18 certificate right there. So yeah, let's open this up. This, of course, the inside, the disc. And I have some art cards, which is always good. So let's take a look at these. I have to be careful though, again, because YouTube is allergic to nudity. I can show you this one though. Let's see. I can't show you this one. Yeah, I can show you this one. Some nice art cards. Yep, really good. That's always good to have. Let's see. Are there any special features on this? Let's see. No, there aren't actually. Just theatrical trailer and that sort of stuff. So no special features. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, you can't have everything, right? You can't have everything. Let me just check in the live chat here if everything's going fine. Yeah, I think so. There is one person watching, I believe. So, um, yeah, I mean, it's this is pretty great. I mean, again, there is no special features or whatever, but you can't have everything, right? You can't have everything. So, um, still, I'm really excited to check out this movie. So, Facets of Love. That's the second one. Mm. All right. Moving on to Treasured Films, which is a new label, of course. As you all know, I already have Mausoleum from Treasured Films, and I have The Last Hunter, of course, a Vietnam film made by the Italian industry. I love both of those. They have two movies coming up that I pre-ordered: Dawn of the Mummy and Satan's Blood. So that would be pretty cool to get those when they finally are released. Um, but from Treasured Films, I thought that this is a really fun movie. So I thought, like, why not pick it up? I got the island, the island with Michael Caine. I said Michael Caine. Why did I say that? Michael Caine. Oh, sorry, Sir Michael Caine. Sir Michael Caine. But I picked up the island. Of course, based on a novel from Peter Benchley, who did the infamous Jaws, of course. And I remember this just being a very fun film to watch. So I just like, why not? And I picked it up, and I can't wait to rewatch this. So it's really cool. So this movie was from, let me just see, what was it from again? From 1980. This movie was from 1980. And it stars, of course, Michael Caine. David Warner is in this film. Let's see who else. I don't know. I've forgotten. And it's directed by Michael Ritchie, who did some other work that I'm not really familiar of. And of course, it's based on a screenplay by Peter Benchley, who did Jaws and, of course, The Deep as well, which is another movie that I should pick up, by the way. I really love that one with Robert Shaw, I believe. Robert Shaw was in The Deep, right? Yeah, I think so. And Jacqueline Bisset, I believe. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So we got a nice slip case here. And this is the back, of course. I'll get back to that in a bit. Let me just check the chat real quick. There he is. My buddy Jerry is here. Sir Tice. Such an honor to see you live again this Saturday night. Hey, Jerry. Hey, bud. Nice of you to drop in. It's always fun to have you around in this chat. And yes, I apologize. I forgot the Sir, but it's Sir Michael Caine. So, but yeah, this is the original key art, of course, of the island. Pretty cool. And this is, of course, we have the back where we have some pictures here as well. So we have, this is the disc, of course. And there is a nice booklet, actually. And let's see. I can probably show you things that are in here. Probably, yeah. So it has the cast and the crew, and it has some photos, and it really look at this text. It's really like adventure like, like almost straight out of an Indiana Jones film. It's really cool. I love that. That's pretty great. So yeah, there he is, Sir Michael Caine, of course. So yeah. Oh wait, what's happening? I don't know. Let's click that away. All right, so there are some special features, I believe. It's a 2K transfer. That's okay. That's okay. That's not the worst thing. A audio commentary with Kim Newman. There he is. My man Kim. Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw, of course. That's awesome. That's great. Can't wait to listen to that. Pirate Queen, a interview with Angela Pugh McGregor. That's probably the female lead, I believe it was. No Child is an Island, a video essay on director Michael Ritchie. Okay, that's cool. Peter Benchley on Screen, a video essay by author John Harrison. I haven't got a clue, honestly. Ennio Morricone, A World Unto Itself, a new video essay by Eugenio Ercolani. Why is that on this? I forgot that Ennio Morricone scored this film. Right. That's right. I'm so dumb sometimes. Ennio Morricone, of course he did the score for this. I completely forgot. Wow. So that makes sense. Yeah, it has some pretty cool special features there. It's about 114 minutes long, this film, of course. Yeah, so pretty cool stuff. The Island with Sir Michael Caine. Pretty great release there. So I got that one. All right. The next one is from Radiance Films. I love Radiance Films. And I actually got a pretty good package of four. I picked up 4 titles from Radiance Films, which is really cool. Really cool. So the first one is, I'm probably going to butcher it, but Tranquillo Posto de Campagna, which I believe is, what's it called again? Oh yeah, A Quiet Place in the Country. So A Quiet Place in the Country. This is directed by Elio Petri, who is a Italian director that I haven't seen any work on yet. I have not seen any of Elio Petri's films, but I figured, I'm a big Italian cinema fan, so this is I'm probably already primed to love this. Again, directed by Elio Petri. It stars Franco Nero and Vanessa Redgrave, who is Franco Nero's wife in real life, I believe. Are they still married? I believe they are still married, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. This film is from 1968, and it's 106 minutes long. And apparently, this is a giallo film. This is a very early giallo film, which I'm totally for. I mean, just look at the key art on this disc here. That is pretty lit. That is pretty dope, actually. So yeah, apparently this is a giallo, an early giallo, which is really cool. Let's see. So, of course, Franco Nero, Vanessa Redgrave, um, and yeah, the let me just open this up. Of course, we have the disc, and we have reversible artwork as well. And then, of course, we have a nice booklet, which is pretty cool as well. There they are. Are there any other familiar faces in here? Oh, yeah, it has Gabriella Grimaldi as well. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool. All right, so of course, essays and text and stuff, and some nice pictures. So a really nice booklet again. And let's see, there are some special features here. Let me just see. There is an interview with author Stephen Thrower. Yes, I love Stephen Thrower. He taught me so many things. Stephen Thrower is really, he is like the GOAT of Italian cinema. For me, anyway. For me, I've learned so much from Stephen Thrower in terms of Italian European cinema. It's incredible. So that's cool. There's an archival interview with Franco Nero. There's an interview with the makeup artist. That's pretty cool. Theatrical trailer. Yeah, pretty cool. So, A Quiet Place in the Country. I picked that one up. The second one is another one that I have from Elio Petri, and that is We Still Kill the Old Way. That's what the film is called. We Still Kill the Old Way. Look at this. That is really dope artwork right there. Great artwork. I love this. But yeah, We Still Kill the Old Way. Again, directed by Elio Petri. And this stars Gian Maria Volente, who was a big guy in like spaghetti westerns, I believe it was. Irene Papas and Gabriel Ferzetti, who of course plays probably his most famous role. He played Morton, the train mogul in Once Upon a Time in the West, who suffered from TB, right? Luigi Pistilli is in this film. Really great. I love Luigi Pistilli. Yeah, great stuff. Really great stuff. So again, directed by Elio Petri. It's from 1967. It's 94 minutes long. That's a pretty good length, actually. Yeah. So let's open this one up. And of course, we have the disc and reversible artwork right there. And again, we have a nice booklet as well. It should be really cool and interesting to watch these films, because as you all know, I am a big fan of Italian European cinema. There are three categories of films that are my personal favorite: French films, Asian cinema, and the Italian European industry. So I'm pretty much already primed to love these films. That's a pretty good bet, by the way. So let's see. There are some special features once again. Again, 2K restoration, but that's not a really big problem. That's fine. There is a interview with the composer of the film, an interview with the makeup artist. There is a interview with Roberto Curti, author of Elio Petri, Investigation of a Filmmaker. That's very interesting. I should watch that. There's also an interview with Fabrizio Catalano, grandson of author Leonardo Sciascia. I have no idea what his involvement in the film is, but I don't know. Sounds like interesting. Theatrical trailer. Yeah. 94 minutes long, by the way, this film. So, yeah. I mean, look at this. This is fantastic. We still kill the old way from Elio Petri. This is like a pre-Poliziotteschi crime film, I believe it is. So that would be really cool to watch and check out. So I picked that one up. The third one is a Poliziotteschi, which is from the partner label of Radiance, which is Raro Video. I picked up the French Connection. Sorry, not the French Connection. Why am I saying that? Gene Hackman is not in this film. The Italian Collection. The Italian Collection. That's what this is. The Italian Connection. What is wrong with me? I can't talk. Let's do that again. The Italian Connection. That's what this film is. This is a Poliziotteschi, directed by Fernando Di Leo, of course, who also did, films like Caliber 9 and The Boss and all of that. So that's really cool. I love Fernando Di Leo. So this movie is from 1972. It's 96 minutes long. It stars Henry Silva, Woody Strode, Mario Adorf. So a really cool, great cast in this one. Really great stuff. So let's see. This is the disc, of course, with the reversible artwork, as usual. And we have, of course, a nice booklet, which has Mario Adorf on the front here. Always cool to see. So again, lots of text, which you probably can't read, but that's fine. And some nice photos as well. So yeah, nice booklet there. And there are special features, of course, as usual. This has a 4K restoration. Wow, that's really good. A tiny bullet for a tiny kitten. A new. Let's try that again, shall we? A tiny bullet for a tiny kitten. Wow. A visual essay by the Flying Maquis brothers on Di Leo's use of deadpan farce and absurdism in his social critiques of post-war Italy in his Milieu trilogy, which is 47 minutes long. Holy crap! I need to watch that. There is also another documentary, The Roots of the Mafia, with interviews with Fernando Di Leo, the producer, and actress Francesca Romana Coluzzi, who is in this film as well, I believe. I'm not sure. Then is of course the theatrical trailer, all of that stuff. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Actually, pretty cool. The Italian Connection. Um, that's pretty cool. From Fernando Di Leo. So I picked this one up. Let me just see if I missed any chats. I don't think there aren't many chats here today. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just keep going. And the last one I got from Radiance Films is actually a film directed by Damiano Damiani. Now, I have become a big fan of Damiano Damiani, partly because of my streaming guest, James from Poliziotteschi and Jolly Reviews. So thank you for putting me on that path, James. And for any of you who are watching, if you haven't checked out his videos yet, look up his channel, Poliziotteschi and Jolly Reviews. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, because if you are into Italian cinema and stuff like I am, his channel is worth checking out because he makes a lot of great content. So, but I picked up from Damiano Damiani, A Man on His Knees. Excuse me. Which A Man on His Knees, which is also a pre-Poliziotteschi crime film, from what I gather, which should be pretty interesting. Oh, not really, by the way. This film is from 1979, so that's like right in the middle of the Poliziotteschi sort of run, almost at the end of it. That's pretty crazy, actually. So maybe it's not a pre-Poliziotteschi film. Oh, interesting. But anyway, this movie is 110 minutes long, again from 1979. This stars Giuliano Gemma, who is, of course, famous for a lot of spaghetti westerns. Eleonora Giorgi, wonderful actress, really great. So yeah, pretty cool. Let me just show you the inside here. It's the disc, and of course the reversible artwork as well. And we have a nice booklet with there he is, Gemma, of course. And we have some nice photos. These booklets are always a lot of fun. These booklets are always a lot of fun because it allows you to read up on the film and learn a lot more about the production and stuff. So yeah, a nice booklet again. And then there are some special features here. There is a There are some archival interviews with Giuliano Gemma and the assistant director. There is a interview with Alberto Pezzotta, author of Regia Damiani. That's probably a book about Damiano Damiani. Pretty cool. Theatrical trailer, the works. Yeah, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And this is the back, by the way. So yeah, those were my pickups from Radiance Films. If you give me 1 second, it's okay. Oh, so it looked like somebody was texting me, but it's okay. I can deal with that later. So those were my Radiance Films pickups. My last regular Blu-ray is actually one from Severin Films. And by the way, Severin Films is going to take a lot of my money next month I'm just saying, if you look at what they are releasing, in the coming weeks, it's pretty crazy. So they are taking a lot of my money, which is fine because I love what they're doing. Um, but I have one from Severin Films, and I picked this one up. I own it on 88 Films already, but I love this film so much. I have to have this. I picked up this fantastic release of Dr. Butcher MD, medical deviate. that's a pretty cool title. Dr. Butcher MD, medical deviate. Of course, this is the American title for the film, because the original title is, of course, Zombie Holocaust. And I freaking love Zombie Holocaust. It's the only film that blends zombies and cannibals together. It's the only film that has both cannibals and zombies. So what else do you need? And a crazy scientist. So what more could you want? But no, I love this release. It's fantastic. And there is so much in this, you wouldn't believe it. So again, Zombie Holocaust. This is the original key art, of course, and the back. So there is so much in this; it's really ridiculous. Excuse me. First of all, I have to say that there are 4 discs in this. 4 discs. The first one is the Ultra HD, of course. Then you have another one with a Ultra HD, and it's interesting because the first disc has Dr. Butcher on it, and the second one has Zombie Holocaust. For those of you that don't know the difference is that Zombie Holocaust is the uncut version of the film. So you get to see all of the nudity, all of the gore, all of that nasty stuff that we love. But if you want to go the more tame route, I guess that's the right enunciation, then you can watch Dr. Butcher as well. Because Dr. Butcher MD, that's the American cut version of the film that the American Association deemed worthy to show in the theaters. Personally, I'm partial to Zombie Holocaust. I guess I'm just like a perv like that, I guess. No pun intended. But so disc 1 and disc 2 are both versions of the film in 4K Ultra HD, and then we have disc 3, which is Dr. Butcher MD in the Blu-ray, and then we have disc 4, which is Zombie Holocaust on Blu-ray. There are tons of special features here. Now, first of all, this movie, of course, is from 1980. It's directed by what was he called again? Oh, I forgot the director's name. Oh, that's so stupid. Anyway, yeah, I've forgotten about the director right now, which is fine. But it stars Ian McCulloch, who is of course from Zombie, Flesh Eaters, Alexandra Della Colli from the New York Ripper, like beautiful woman, absolutely beautiful woman. Sherry Buchanan from Tentacles, and Donald O'Brien from lots of Italian films, of course. I love Donald O'Brien. Fantastic. So, and the Zombie Holocaust is 89 minutes long, and Dr. Butcher is 82 minutes long. So you can see where the difference lies. And by the way, there is also a barf bag. That's pretty funny. I'm not throwing this away ever. There's also a barf bag, like in the good old days. That's really funny. That's a really nice touch. That's a very nice touch. But anyway, here are the discs, of course. Let me just, if I can make it work. Yeah. So you have disc 1 and disc 2, and then you have disc 3 and disc 4. Now, there are lots of special features on this. For example, I'm just going to name a few. I can't name them all, but let's see. For example, there is an interview with Ian McCulloch. There is an interview with Sherry Buchanan. The New York filming locations. Let's see what else. Audio commentaries. There is so much stuff on here. I can't name it all, but this is a great release. This is a great release. I love Zombie Holocaust, and I think I just bought the definitive version of it because I absolutely love this. This is fantastic. So thank you, Severin, for Zombie Holocaust. All right, that was it for my regular Blu-rays. So let's move on to the limited editions, shall we? All right. Limited editions, and there are a lot. There are a lot. I spent so much money. It's incredible. I spend so much money. But anyway, let's start off with where to start. Let's start with these. This is fun. Let's start with these. I picked up 2 from Studio Canal, I believe. Yes, it's Studio Canal. And it's like a sister label called Paramount Scares, I believe. Yeah, Paramount Scares. But I picked up 2 titles from Studio Canal. And the first one is this beautiful release, fantastic release of Roman Polanski. I always butcher the name. This wonderful release of Roman Polanski's masterpiece, Rosemary's Baby. I adore this film. You know, a lot of people say, Rosemary's Baby is boring. No, it's not. It's not boring. It's totally not boring. If you find it boring, I don't know where you've been, really. I don't know where you've been, honestly. But it's like, it's all subjective. It's all subjective. If you think it was boring, that's totally fair. Totally cool. I just don't get it. I just don't get it because I think this movie is fantastic. I love this film. And, you know, I recently rewatched this when I got this release. The transfer is, the picture quality is so good with this one. Really great. So let's open this one up. Excuse me. Of course, there is a nice sturdy box there again. And then you have this, you know, and which you can open up. Let's just do this. This is no dream. This is really happening, which, of course, is something that Rosemary Woodhouse is saying in the film. Played wonderfully by Mia Farrow. I mean, she is so amazing in this. Her character is so amazing and wonderful and tragic, and it's so good. It's so good. But anyway, then we open it up, and then there is this stuff. But let me just get this out for a bit, because the first thing I'm going to do is to show you the discs. So You have the 4K and you have the Blu-ray in this, of course. So you have the both discs. And then there is, of course, a lot of swag, which, of course, is part of the course. Now, first off, there is this lovely thing, which is this. Comes with the fall, and it's written in the Scrabble letters, as you can see. And of course, on the other end, it says all of them witches, which, you know, everyone who has seen the film knows what that means. So there is that. Then there is also a cool little sticker. Pray for Rosemary's Baby. Oh, I am. Every time I watch this film, I am. Then there is a poster, which is really cool. And I think this is the original key art. Yes, it is. And I love it. I deeply, deeply love it. This is great. They don't make film posters like this anymore, which is really kind of sad, but, you know, it is what it is. Then we have this thing here, which is, it looks like a booklet, but it's very thin. So there is the cast and the crew are on the back. And there is actually a piece of the script in this booklet, which is really cool. I think that is very cool that they put that in here. So that's there. And then, of course, we have art cards, which I am really excited about. First of all, of course, there she is. Mary Woodhouse, or Mia Farrow. Sorry, Rosemary Woodhouse, Mia Farrow. And there she is again, Mia Farrow. These are really nice pictures. Really nice pictures. Another one, where, of course, Mia Farrow and Ruth Gordon and John Cassavet. Did I say that right, by the way? I think so. Yeah, I said it right. Yeah, I was looking at the cast. Let's see. Here we have them again, John Cassavet and Mia Farrow, where they are still a happy couple, actually. And of course, we have Mia Farrow with the villains later on. We find out later, but these are the like part of the villains in the film. And of course, there is a picture from the infamous scene of Rosemary's Baby, maybe the infamous scene, which I'm not going to spoil for people who haven't seen the film yet. But this is a really great release. This is a fantastic release. I'm so happy to have got this. Rosemary's Baby is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I love this film. I think it's fantastic. And again, I've already watched this, and the transfer, the picture quality is superb. So thank you, Studio Canal, for Rosemary's Baby. That is great. Really great. Now, the second one I picked up from Studio Canal is a Stephen King film. I'm a big Stephen King fan. Just saying that up front. I'm a big Stephen King fan. Yes, I know some of his films have not worked out quite as well as people had hoped, but I still really love a lot of the stuff that he does. Um, and this one is one of those films that I absolutely love. I adore this film. Pet Sematary. I picked up Pet Sematary. I think this movie is a very tragic, emotional, shocking, and traumatizing roller coaster. I think I love this film. This film is so good. I love this. I love this film. It's fantastic. So let's open it up. Oh, by the way, the back, of course. But let's open it up. And again, nice sturdy box. All right, so let's open this up once again. Let me just get this stuff out first because otherwise I'm going to wreck it. And of course, it says on the back, sometimes dead is better. And you know what? Sometimes dead is better. But we have the discs, the 4K and the Blu-ray, which is pretty great. And then again, there is a lot of this stuff. We have stickers. There is this nice little sort of sign thing. Really cool. There is once again a poster, which I think might be the original key art as well. Let me just check. I think so, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. I mean, just look at this cover art, man. Why don't they make posters like this anymore? It's honestly, it's beyond me. It's beyond me. But this is fantastic. I love this artwork. That is so good. So we have that. And then, of course, we have art cards, which is always really cool. So let's see. What do we have here? Is this ripped? Oh, no, it's just, okay. It just looks like. Of course, the cat. And we have Denise Crosby here. Looking lovely. Some really nice photos here. Yeesh. But some really nice photos. And of course, the infamous cemetery that we are talking about. And of course, our beloved Gage. Being psychopath right there. But it's not his fault. It's not his fault, actually. So, but yeah, that's great. So let's just put that all back in this one. Let's get that right back in. So yeah, I mean, I love this film. I absolutely love this film, and I can't wait to rewatch it because if the transfer is as good as Rosemary's Babies was, then this is going to be a treat. It's going to be an absolute treat. So yeah, pretty great. Pet Sematary, lovely, lovely stuff. Let me just arrange some of this. Here we go. There we go. All right. So what shall we do next? Let's do this one. This is fine. I also picked up this wonderful release of Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street, the limited edition box set. So I love this film. This film is I adore this film. This is one of the first horror films that I ever watched in my lifetime. I love this film. I adore it. It's fantastic. And I've bought the definitive version now, so I don't have to buy another version of A Nightmare on Elm Street ever again, which is great. But no, I'm a big Wes Craven fan as well. Of course, sadly, he passed away in, I think it was 2011, so quite a long time ago. But oh, something falls out there. But again, nice strong box. And so yeah, really sad about Wes Craven, but we still have his movies, right? We can still enjoy his movies. This is the Certificate of Authenticity, and I have number 12,574 out of 27,400. So yeah, that's pretty good. But the Certificate of Authenticity. Then, of course, we have the film in this amazing steelbook with the original key art as well. And what can I say about this film? What can I say about this film that no one already knows? It's from 1984. John Saxon, Ronee Blakley, Heather Langenkamp, Johnny Depp. Again, Wes Craven directing it and making the music and writing the script and all of that. It's fantastic. So here are the two discs. And we have a nice envelope as well, which I should be careful with opening up because I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to ruin it. Let me just, oh my God, this is really stuck in here. There we go. There we go. We're good. All right, so then we have several things. Let's just do this first. We have art cards. So let's just show these. My man Fred. I actually met Robert Englund once in Amsterdam at a Comic-Con, and he signed my DVD back then because I didn't have the Blu-ray yet. Now I have it where Heather Langenkamp has signed my Blu-ray, so that's fine. That's totally cool. But Robert Englund is such a fantastic guy, man. I mean, it was so funny because he was going to sign my DVD, and he was so chill and forthcoming. It's like he said to me "Oh, you know what? This is gonna take a while. Why don't you just sit next to me, behind the table while we do this?" And it's really, really great experience. So, of course, Nancy, Heather Langenkamp, who is also a fantastic person. I've met her. She's lovely. So yeah. Then, of course, we have Glenn, a very, very young Johnny Depp, who gets one of the great death scenes in horror cinema history. Yeah, pretty cool. So that one. Then, of course, we have Tina, who becomes she becomes the first victim, the first murder victim of Freddy, of course, in a really tragic way. So, yeah. And then, of course, we have Nancy's father, the police lieutenant, Thompson, John Saxon, fantastic actor. And we have Nancy's drunk mother called Marge, which is really amazing. But so nice art cards there. Let's put those back in. Then we have a poster, of course, as usual. And let's see, this is once again, the original key art. I love this stuff. This is the stuff I live for. Oops. This is the stuff I live for. And then there is this one on the back, which I think this is like, I think this was like the Asian key art for the film, which is I don't know, quite intriguing actually. So, but so there is that. And then we have a nice booklet with all kinds of photos of the film. Come on, work. There you go. So, yeah. Really amazing box set this is. I love this. And I never have to buy A Nightmare on Elm Street ever again, because this, for me, is the definitive version of the film. So, yeah, A Nightmare on Elm Street, really great stuff. Let's put that there. What do we do next? This one, I think. This one. Let's do this one. I picked up one from 101 Films, and this is an interesting film because you guys may not know, but I love my 80s sort of dark fantasy films. I have Dragon Slayer, I have Legend, I have I still need to get Willow. Willow is coming out, by the way, in 4K, which is great. But I love 80s fantasy, dark fantasy films. And this is one of them because 101 Films released The Sword and the Sorcerer in this really amazing box set. That is pretty cool. This is spine number 39. So yeah, this film is actually pretty I mean, it's not a great movie. But this is a guilty pleasure for me. Everyone has a guilty pleasure. This is my guilty pleasure. So, don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. So, all right. This is the disc with the original key art. By the way, I love I love this poster. Let's open this up, and believe it or not, there are 3 discs in here. 3 discs. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what that's about, but let's find out. First of all, there are some extras. There is a poster, once again. And I think it's, again, the original key art. Yes, it is. So that's pretty cool. Let's put that back in there. Then we have art cards. Some pretty interesting ones, actually. I really like the drawing of this. It's pretty cool. And one more. That's pretty cool stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. I actually quite like that. And then there is this really nice booklet about the film. Really nice booklet. So, yeah, let's see. Of course, we have lots of text. And let's see, do we have some nice pictures? as well to show you. Let me just see. Yeah, there are some nice pictures as well. So a pretty nice booklet. And then, of course, there are some special features on here. So this is let me see if I can find this out. Doesn't say anything about the transfer. That's okay. That's fine. Let's see. There are Tales of the Ancient Empire, an interview with director Albert Pion. That's pretty great. A Princess's Tale, an interview with actress Kathleen Beller. Really interesting. An interview with the producer. An interview with the editor. An interview with the special effects artist. Let's see. Theatrical trailer, all of that stuff. And of course, the cast of this film, you have Lee Horsley, Kathleen Beller, of course, George Maharis, Richard Lynch is in this film. Pretty great stuff as well. Richard Mole is in this. Pretty great stuff. So yeah, and there are three discs. Disc 1 is the 4K Ultra HD. Disc 2 is a Blu-ray, and Disc 3 is also a Blu-ray. Disc 3 are the extras. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, The Sword and the Sorcerer. This is kind of like, this is my guilty pleasure. It is what it is. I love that stuff. So. All right, let's move over to once again Severin Films, because Severin Films is knocking it out of the park, man. Absolutely knocking it out of the park. First of all, I love this film. I think everybody loves this film who is a fan of the director, and I can't believe that they gave this movie this kind of a release. It's amazing. And this, again, is my definitive version, so I don't have to buy any other editions. I picked up Dario Argento's opera, I should say. When do it like this? This is one of my favorite giallos of all time. It's one of my favorite Dario Argento films. This is amazing. This film is amazing, and this release is amazing. I mean, look at this. Look. One of Argento's most... Hold on. There we go. One of Argento's most revealing and accomplished efforts. Yep. Yes, it is. A disturbing, sexually twisted package with some unforgettable murder sequences. Who could ask for anything more? Well, not me, that's for sure. No, I love this. I love this film. This is the back, of course. So, oh yeah, by the way, on the front, of course, is the crow or the raven, and on the back is the infamous eye scenes, of course, with the pins. Really great stuff. So, and this is, of course, this is the original key art, the original poster. And there are 4 discs in here, which is crazy, really crazy. So disc 1 is the Ultra HD, so the 4K. And that has the director's cut and the US cut. Okay, that's good. Then we have disc 2, which is the Blu-ray, which also has the director's cut and the US cut. Then we have disc 3, which is also a Blu-ray, and that has the director's cut as well. But on disc 3, the ratio is 185, and on this too, the ratio is 235. So there are different ratios in which you can see the film, which is really cool. And then disc 4 is a Blu-ray, which has tons of extras. And there is a fifth disc, which has the soundtrack CD. So that is like, holy crap. Like, look at this. This is pretty amazing. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. You know, that's pretty cool. That's pretty lit. Of course, there are tons of special features. I can't possibly go through all of them, but there's an let's see. There are audio commentaries. There is, interviews. There's a Q&A with Ario Argento, behind the scenes footage, stuff like that. Interviews with the cast and the crew and stuff. There is so much. I can't get into all of it. There is an audio commentary again with Kim Newman and Alan Jones, I believe, and Troy Holworth. So that's great. And, trailers, all of that stuff. So fantastic release. And then, of course, we have a really nice and really big booklet. That is pretty cool. So let's see. Let's check this out. Really nice. Really, really nice. This is. Yich. And yep, this is great stuff. This is really great stuff. I'm a big fan of this film. I love opera, and I can't wait to rewatch it in this form. So again, thank you, Severin Films, for this wonderful release. All right, let's move on. Let's see. What do we? This one. All right. The next one is one release from Vinegar Syndrome. Now, I don't pick up a lot of things from Vinegar Syndrome because I feel like what they are releasing is most of the time it's not my cup of tea. But in this instance, I had to buy this. I had to buy this. So because I love this film. It's great. I love the director. How excuse me. I love the director. No matter how controversial he might be, I picked up from Roman Polanski, The Tenant, this really big, gorgeous edition of The Tenant from Vinegar Syndrome. This is a really great package. And by the way, this is really like, look, this is so like the box opens like, hold on, let me just, I don't want to wreck it, but the box opens like a window. Like that is like, what the hell? How do you come up with these things, Vinegar Syndrome? How do you come up with these things? Anyway, I'm not complaining. It's great, but it's like, what the hell? So, of course, this is the inside. But again, this is a really nice, sturdy box. Excuse me. So this is the film, of course, Roman Polanski. The only film that I have to pick up now is Repulsion, which I'm sure I'll get at some point. But yeah, The Tenant. And of course, This is the back. Then we have the slipcover with this is the original key art, of course. This is the back. And you got 2 discs. So this movie is from 1976, of course. It's 125 minutes long, directed by Roman Polanski, based on the novel by Roland Topor. It stars Isabelle Adjani, Shelley Winters, Melvin Douglas. Really great cast, and crew and stuff. Really great. So there are special features on this. You have 2 discs, of course. One is the 4K Ultra HD, and the other one is the Blu-ray. Let's see. Yeah, the other one is Blu-ray, of course. Let's see. Paranoid in Paris, an interview with the director Roman Polanski. Let's see. Room to Let. An interview with Stephen Thrower on The Tenant. There he is again. Thank you. That's great. An interview with the script supervisor. An interview with the assistant cameraman. An interview with actor Andre Penverne, who is also in the film, maybe? I forgot, but anyway. Theatrical trailers, all that stuff. So there's lots of special features on here. Really great. And of course, we get a nice booklet here. With really great stuff in this. I haven't read any of it yet, but I'm sure it is great. So yeah, that's The Tenant. It's been a long time since I've seen this film, but I remember really loving it. So I can't wait to rewatch it. I love Roman Polanski's films. I love his films, not the person he is. Let me be clear about that. Again, no matter how controversial he is, I do love his films. So, but what can I say? I'm a fan. Let's close this up. But what a wonderful release of The Tenant from Roman Polanski. Vinegar Syndrome did a great job with this. Absolutely great job. So we have that. Then I picked up something else from Vinegar Syndrome, which is really right up my alley. But this is like the most interesting volume they did out of all of the box sets from this sort of range. I picked up volume 7 of Forgotten Jolly. I have all the volumes of Forgotten Jolly, volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is volume 7. What is very intriguing about this, and this is very interesting, what is intriguing about this is that this box set contains 3 giallo films from the 80s. That is very intriguing. I don't know how they got the idea to do that, because because I was talking with James about this from Poliziotteschi and Jolly Reviews. The 80s is kind of a mixed bag for the giallo subgenre. I mean, there are some giallos in the 80s that are absolutely masterpieces, but there are some of them who are just like absolutely terrible. So I don't know. This is a very intriguing box set. Let's just say that. But there are 3 giallos in here from the 80s. So the first one is Mystere or Mystere. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this film is directed by Carlo Vanzina, and it stars Carole Bouquet, John Steiner, Gabriele Tinti, Janet Agron. So the cast is really good. The cast in this film is really good. This is from 1983, the year of my birth. It's 88 minutes long. And there are some special features, but let me first show you this. Because, of course, there you have the disc. There are some special features on here. It's a 4K transfer, which is cool. There is an audio commentary with Eugenio Ercolani and Troy Holworth. Two Brothers for a Mystere, an interview with writer Enrico Vanzina. Okay, that's very cool. An American in Rome, an interview with actor Greg Schnegoff. An interview with the production designer. There is a theatrical trailer, all of that, the works. That's really cool. Really cool. But again, I'm kind of nervous because, like I said, the 80s is a bit of a, mixed bag in terms of giallos. So, but I'm curious to check it out. The second one is Obsession, A Taste for Fear. I love this cover art. I love this artwork. That's pretty cool. So, again, you have the disc. And let's see, this movie is from 1987. Ooh, that's a very long, from 1987, and it's 92 minutes long. So it's like right at the end of like the sort of like really big run of giallos, ending kind of in the 80s. And it's dragging through in the 90s a bit and a bit in the 2000s, but then it's just gone. But it's interesting. This film is directed by Piccio Raffanini. Let's see. It stars Eva Grimaldi, Kid Creole. Those are the names I know anyway of this. So let's see. There are special features again. 4K transfer. Again, audio commentary with Eugenio Ercolani and Nathaniel Thompson. Interview with the director. An interview with the producer. An interview with the composer of the film who made the soundtrack. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, the Obsession, A Taste for Fear. That's the second one. And the third one is Sweets from a Stranger. Now, I remember watching this film a very long time ago, but I've completely forgotten about it. But what I do remember is that it was fun. It was fun to watch. So it should be interesting to rewatch this. This is a film that's directed by Franco Farini. It's also from 1987, 95 minutes long. And it stars, let's see, are there any? It stars Laura Betti. I think that's the only name that's familiar to me. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. So, and again, this disc. Are there any special features? Yes, there are. This is a 2K transfer. That's okay. Again, audio commentary with Eugenio Ercolani. Interview with the director. An interview with the composer. Stuff like that. Interview with the producer. So yeah, it should be fun to rewatch this. It's fun. it should be fun to watch all three of these because, again, very mixed bag, the 80s in terms of giallo films. But I do love these box sets. I mean, Vinegar Syndrome does such a phenomenal job with these. It's pretty crazy, actually. It's These box sets are amazing, and I love giallo films. So I'm just gonna take the gamble, and we'll see. But yeah, that's another one from Vinegar Syndrome. All right, let's move on to let's do this one. All right. So I need to give a bit of a background here. 88 Films has started a new label, which is called Japanarchy. So they are all exploitation and horror films from Japan, Japanese cinema. I already have Evil Death Trap, which is fantastic. I love that film. There is a Evil Death Trap Part 2, and there is Tokyo Decadence. Both films that I have to pick up at some point. But I picked up a box set that is part of that new label as well. And I figured, I have to get this first because, the thing with box sets is they're going to run out very quickly. So if I don't do it now, I'm never going to get it. So I just pulled the plug on this, and I picked up Gaira's Guts Trilogy. Now that looks pretty dope, actually. It looks pretty dope. Looks pretty great, actually. And this has 3 films in it. It has Cuts of a Virgin, Guts of a Beauty, and then Rusted Body, Guts of a Virgin Part 3. These titles are so weird. It's really weird. So let's see. Can I show this? Yeah, I think I can show this. There you go. That's the back of the box. And again, all right. So the first one was, of course, Guts of a Virgin, I believe. Yes. Now I have a problem because can I show this? I think I can. I'm just going to show it right here. So this is the key art for the first one, which is it's pretty insane, actually. Look at this. This is crazy. And I think I can show you the back right here. So that's the back. So let's see. This movie is from 1986, and it's only 72 minutes long. That's a very interesting runtime. Really, that's a very interesting runtime. It's written and directed by Gaira, who is, of course, that's why it's called Gaira's Guts Trilogy. I don't know any of the cast on this one or the crew, so I have to be like, I can't, comment on that. Let's open this up. There is the disc, of course, and this is the reversible artwork. And we also have a booklet. And I have to be very careful because I don't know what I can show in this. I think I can show this. Let me just see. I can show this. Eek, look at that. That is, ugh. That is pretty gnarly. Let's see. Lots of text again. Yeah, I can show you this. Let's see. Oh, nope, 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 nope. I can't do it. I can't do it. Nope, I can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't show you anything in here. I can show you this though. I can't show you anything in the booklet. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. I don't want YouTube to get allergic. So there are some special features on this. I think this is a 2K transfer. There is a interview with the director Kazuo Gaira Komitsu. It has a theatrical trailer, and that's about it, which is fine. It's a 1.85 ratio, which is pretty good. So yeah, this looks pretty crazy actually. So the second one is, of course, Guts of a Beauty. Guts of a Beauty. Yeah, I can show this. Again, just look at this artwork. Like, what? That's insane. So, of course, again, we have the disc. Can I show this? You know what? I'm just going to show it real quickly. Here we go. Very quickly. So again, directed by Gaira, written and directed. This movie's from 1986, and it's 68 minutes long. It's only like 1 hour long. That's really interesting. That's an interesting runtime. Again, 1.85 ratio. I don't know any of the cast and crew again. But there are some special features again. Again, interview with the director, theatrical trailer, again a 2K transfer, I believe. So, yeah, that's the second one. And then we have the third one, which of course is Rusted Body, Guts of a Virgin Part 3. I can show you this. But I can't show you the back. I can't show you the back. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. So I can show you this though. This is the disc, of course, but I can't show you the back. I'm sorry. So yeah, let's see. This one is from 1987, and it's 70 minutes long. Again, directed by Gaira, of course. What do we have? This one doesn't have any special features apart from the usual, theatrical trailer and stuff. So, but these are very, these look like very intriguing films, I will say. These look like very intriguing films, to say the least. No, honestly, I can't wait to watch these. Because I love Asian cinema, I love Japanese horror. So, this is pretty much, I think I'm going to love this regardless. So, it's pretty great. But Gaira's Guts trilogy, I'm very excited to dive into that one. And then, of course, continuing in the Japanese horror, I also picked up this beauty from Arrow Video, J-Horror Rising. Look at this box set. This is pretty dope. Really cool. Now, all of the films that are in here are new ones for me. I have not seen any of these films. Just checking. I have not seen any of these films. But I don't really care. Again, it's Japanese horror. I love that stuff. So it's pretty much guaranteed success for me anyway. But look at this artwork. That is pretty dope. So let's see. So there are actually a lot of films in here. So let's just dive right in. The first one has Shikoku and Isola Multiple Personality Girl. Those are the first two films. And of course, we have the disc with reversible artwork. And we have some art cards here. So there we go. Ooh, I love this one. This is a really nice one. Beautiful. The blue on this is really good. I love this one. So let's see. We got more. And we got more. And one more. Ooh, I don't even want to know what's going on there. Yeah, but the really nice art cards. So that's pretty cool. Oh, let's just put that back in there. And then we have a poster as well, which I don't know what it contains. Let me just check. This has like, oh, this is the artwork on the box. And I don't know what this is, but it looks pretty dope. That is great artwork right there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Anyway, that was the first one. So let's just put that on the side. Then the second one is Inugami, and it has St. John's Wort, which is the second and the third one, of course. Right there. Oh, before I continue, there are special features on this one, on the first one, of course, right here, that I haven't even dived into. Let's see. I think they are 2K transfers, which is fine. Audio commentaries, and interviews with the directors, archival interviews, theatrical trailers, all of that. I can't read it all, but it's, yeah. So again, the second one is Inugami and St. John's Wort. So let's open this one up. And we have the disc. And we also have, art cards, which is always good. So these pictures are very good. Very good pictures, actually. I really like the quality on those. So some art cards. Let's put that back in. Again, special features. Let's see. There is an interview with the director of the films, the making of St. John's Wort, behind the scenes, stuff like that. What else? I'm not sure really. This is all unfamiliar stuff to me, so I don't know. Oh, by the way, I should note this, by the way. In the film St. John's Wort, Megumi Okina plays a role in that. She's one of the main characters. Megumi Okina is, of course, from the Grudge films. So that's pretty cool. Theatrical trailers, all of that. So, yeah, pretty cool. So that's the second one. Then we have the third one, which is Carved, The Slit-Mouthed Woman, and Persona. That's the third one. And of course, we have the disc. There are art cards. So let's just dive into these. Ooh, this is eerie. I love it though. I love it. Ooh, that is pretty terrifying right there. So all right, nice art cards. Once again. Let's see, what kind of special features do we have here? Again, audio commentaries, an interview with a Japanese folklore expert. That should be cool. An interview with the directors, of course. Let's see, video essays, theatrical trailer, all of that. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's the third one, and the fifth one and the sixth one, I believe. Yeah. So yeah. And then we have the final one, which is Noroi the Curse, which is pretty interesting, I think. So, but again, I have not seen any of these films, so I'm not sure. That's disc. And again, we have art cards. So yeah, very nice. Now, from what I read about from what I read on the back here in the description, this sounds like a found footage film. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of found footage films, apart from maybe one or two. Cannibal Holocaust. Frankenstein's Army, that sort of stuff. So I'm not the biggest fan on found footage. So this might be my least favorite in the box. I'm going to watch it, but it's I don't know. So let's see. We have some special features here, of course. Again, the interviews, essays. Audio commentary, theatrical trailers, all of that. I can't read it all. But it should be fun to watch these. Should be fun to watch. And then, of course, we have a really nice and thick book right here. Let's just dive into it. Of course, you have things like the cast and the crew. Let's see if we can show anything, like some really cool pictures and text. Of course, there's lots of text. Yep, that is very nice. Very, very nice. So let's put these back in the box. All right, so yeah, J-Horror Rising. I mean, I love Japanese horror. I can't wait to check these out. It looks like a blast, It looks like a blast. So I'm probably going to watch them in the daytime probably because, J-Horror tends to scare the bejesus out of me, and I still want to have a good night's sleep. So I'm just saying. But yeah, J-Horror Rising. All right, I have two left. I only have two left, and then we're done. All right, so only two more. Only two more. Now, as you all know from my birthday gift, I have started diving into film noir, and I'm beginning to find out that I'm actually quite a big fan of film noir, even though I haven't seen a lot of movies. But I am becoming a very big fan of film noir. Again, my parents gave me a book about film noir for my birthday, which of course I'm reading as we speak. But I also picked up this one from Indicator Films because I have volume one, so it made sense that I picked up volume two as well. I have Universal Noir volume two. Now, this is a fantastic box set. Let's take these off for a bit. And then, of course, you have the spine numbers right there. And there's all this information on the back, which I'm not going to read. But there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 films in here, which is really cool. So the first one, and by the way, I haven't watched these movies yet. I am going to. So, all right. The first one is Lady on a Train. Now, this movie stars Ralph Bellamy, who is also in Rosemary's Baby, of course. It stars David Bruce, Dan Duria, Deanna Durbin, of course, Jacqueline DeWitt. Just a lot of noir faces. Really great. This is the inside right here. Now, let's see. This film is from 1945, and it's 95 minutes long. Of course, black and white. It's directed by Charles David from a original story by Leslie Charteris. Let's see. There are some special features here. It's a 2K restoration, which makes sense, There is audio commentary. There is a short documentary about Lady on a Train, theatrical trailer. There aren't a lot, but there are some interesting special features here. So this is the first one. Oh, by the way, the picture with high blood pressure. It's very funny. The second one is Time Out of Mind. That's the second one. Now, this movie is directed by, let's see, where is it? I can't find it. Oh, boy. I can't find it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Is it here? Oh, it's directed by Robert Siodmak. I have no idea who that is, but it's probably a familiar noir director. So this movie is from 1947, and it's 89 minutes long. Again, black and white. Now, I'm very interested in this film because this film is starring Ella Raines. Now, I loved Ella Raines in the Web, I believe it was, with Vincent Price. What a beautiful woman, but also what a great actress she was. This also stars Phyllis Calvert, Robert Hutton as well. So pretty cool. Based on a novel by Rachel Field. That's another thing. Like all of these noir films, they tend to be based on a novel. That's pretty interesting. Chained to a Man She Dared Not to Love. So that's pretty interesting. And of course, the disc right there. So that's the second one. The third one is Singapore. And this is directed by John Brahm. And it stars Roland Culver, Ava Gardner, Frank McMurray, you know, 80 minutes long. It's from 1947. City Without a Conscience. I wouldn't know, but that's just me. The inside. Now let's see. Again, it's a 2K scan. Let's see. Christina Newland examines the unique noir persona of Ava Gardner. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else is there. Not a lot. Theatrical trailer. There is some audio commentary, I believe, mono audio. But yeah, so there are some special features on this, but not a lot. But anyway, so yeah, Singapore. Then there is, let's see, A Woman's Vengeance, which sounds kind of intriguing. 3 women held the key to this man's destiny, as most women tend to do. No pun intended, by the way. So this is from 1948, and it's 96 minutes long. That's pretty long for a noir film, I imagine. It's directed by Zoltan Korda, written for the screen by Aldous Huxley. This film stars Anne Blythe and Jessica Tenda. Jessica Tandy, I should say. Sorry about that. Anne Blythe and Jessica Tandy. That's pretty stellar casting right there. So there are some special features again. This is a 4K scan. Wow. There are some audio commentaries here. There isn't a lot else. Theatrical trailer, it's fine. But these films don't tend to have a lot of special features. I think that's mainly because they are so old by now. So I guess it would be hard to find any people from that era that are still alive to interview, who worked on these films and stuff. But still, we get some special features, which is good. All right, the next one is An Act of Murder. Mercy or Murder. Can you condemn this man? I don't know. Can we? Again, this movie is from 1948, 91 minutes long. It's directed by Michael Gordon. It stars Frederick March, Edmund O'Brien, Geraldine Brooks. Very interesting. And again, based on the novel The Mills of God by Ernst Lothar. Interesting. Mercy or Murder, are you fit to judge? So, again, 2K scan, audio commentary. Writer Jill Blake discusses the lives and careers of real-life husband and wife Frederick March and Florence Eldridge, who star in this film. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Again, trailers and stuff. So, yeah. And of course, the inside right there with. I didn't even show you those, but it's fine. So that's that. And then there is one more, which is The Lady Gambles. I don't know. Do a lot of women gamble? I don't know. But apparently in this one it does. Once she was someone's wife, now she's just someone's luck. That's pretty cool. So let's see. This again directed by Michael Gordon. Um, Screenplay by Roy Huggins. This one stars Barbara Stanwyck, Robert Preston, and Stephen McNally. This one is from 1949, and it's 100 minutes long. That's pretty long for a noir film, I bet. Um, yeah, there aren't a lot of special features on this. This is basically just audio commentary and a trailer, I believe. So, which is fine. So there you go. A Lady Gambles, The Lady Gambles. And then, of course, we have this really thick, wonderful book, which I can read up so much stuff on noir now. It's crazy. This is great. Indicator always does such a amazing job with their booklets. It's really cool. It's really amazing. And again, I'm really starting to fall in love with film noir. I love this stuff. And I can't wait to dive into this. 6 new movies to discover is pretty crazy. So, Universal Noir Volume 2. All right, that's that. All right, down to the last one. Which is actually my most anticipated and most my favorite release of the last couple of months. Maybe even my favorite release of this year. Now, I'm a very big fan of this film, mainly because of the actor. And I met the actor actually in real life. I got to meet him just once, but it was awesome. And he passed away, sadly, I believe, in 2019, I believe, if I'm correct. Don't hold me to that, but I believe so, in 2019. And it's really sad because I wished that he was here to see this marvelous release of, in my opinion, his best film. I think this is his best film. I picked up Robert Harmon's The Hitcher from Second Sight. Now, I want you to look very closely at this box set. Holy smokes. What a fantastic box set this is. Second Sight, you promised and you delivered. You promised and you delivered. You have really outdone yourself with this one. This is phenomenal. Now, let me just take this off because this one goes off right here. As you can see, you can take this off because you have kind of like a thing that you can put it in, if you can see, right? Which is cool enough in and of itself. But then just look at this box again. It's so good. And the stuff that is in here is incredible. So let me just start by saying this. This film, of course, is directed by Robert Harmon. It's from, let me see, I want to get my facts straight. It's from 1986. Yes, 86. It stars, of course, Rutger Hauer, who I was talking about, C. Thomas Howell, Jeffrey DeMunn, Jennifer Jason Lee. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's really great. So Rutger Hauer is the guy I met actually, and he's actually from my country, the Netherlands, and he was such a down to earth kind of guy. I got to he signed my DVD of The Hitcher. I don't have it here, but he signed my DVD of The Hitcher, and I got to ask him a question, of course, in the queue, and I asked him, like, if you are that big of a star and celebrity in Hollywood in America, why is it that you always come back to the Netherlands? And his answer was, and I'm not lying, he says, it's because I miss my chickens. Because this makes no sense to you, but he actually came from the province that I live in, and I know that he owned a farm. Actually, he owned a farm with his wife, and they had chickens. So no matter how big he got or successful or how much of a celebrity, he always craved at going back to Holland and be on his farm with his chickens, which I think is great. I think it's great. I think I think that speaks like I think that speaks volumes of how humble the guy was, and how much of a family man. Really, amazing. But anyway, there is so much stuff here. This is the Blu-ray right here. So pretty cool artwork. So we have two discs, the 4K and the Blu-ray. And of course, we have this the back with the infamous helicopter scene. Then there are some art cards. This is very nice. Very, very nice. C. Thomas Howell. There he is. Rutger Hauer. Rutger Hauer again. Jennifer Jason Lee, of course. And one more. So nice art cards. Then we have a booklet, The Hitcher. Now this book is, I don't know if you can read this, but this is really cool. This book is the original screenplay of The Hitcher. Like, what? This is really mind-blowing. I mean, they really went above and beyond. I mean, look at this. Like, look. This is the original screenplay. They actually gave us the original screenplay, which is so, I mean, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, just wonderful. But wait, that's not all. That's not all, because there is another booklet, or should I say a book, like second side. What have you done? This is really amazing, guys, and this is such a fantastic booklet. Like, look at this. It's so good. This is fantastic. Wow. This is really great. absolutely great. So, yeah, The Hitcher. Um, it's one of my favorite films of all time. I love The Hitcher. I told Rutger Hauer at the Comic Con where I was, or the Horror Con, where it's like, where I told him, basically, I told him I love Blade Runner. I really do. I adore Blade Runner. And while that might be your biggest role and most successful film, my favorite performance that Rutger Hauer ever gave was in The Hitcher. So The Hitcher is my favorite Rutger Hauer film. Out of everything he did, this is his tour de force, in my opinion. This is his high water mark. And I'm so happy and so glad that, they gave, that Second Sight gave this film this kind of treatment. It really deserves this. I only wish that Rutger Hauer would be with us today to see this occur. But sadly, that is not possible. But still, we have this film, and this is a great release, and I can't wait to check this out once again because I love it. So, Second Sight's The Hitcher. That is my last bit of physical media that I picked up. So that is it. We are here at the end of our run. Um, I picked up so much stuff, guys. It's insane. I picked up so much stuff, and there is more stuff coming. Like I have so much stuff on pre-order. It's insane. It's really insane. It really is. And but it's worth it. As physical media fans, as fans of movies and stuff, we are living in a golden age, and I'm so happy that I'm here to enjoy it because it's been great. It's been great, and again, I can't wait to see what's coming out in the next couple of months. Severin Films, you are getting my money for sure. You have so many fantastic releases coming up. It's insane. But yeah, that was it. I'm gonna go and drink some beer and watch some movies. So I guess it's time to close up this stream. So as usual, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here, whoever was here. Thank you, Jerry, for leaving comments, or at least one comment. Yeah, everybody who has been watching this, thank you all for being here. You are always wonderful, of course, the people that are here and who do watch my stuff, and you're all great. And I do this because it's a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream. But anyway, again, thank you for watching. I'll be back with more videos as soon as possible. I promise you. Stay safe and healthy as always. Have a good weekend. And I will see you guys and talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone. See ya. Have a good weekend. Bye.